So the next mantra we have to take is in Purusha Sukta is Tasmad Ashva Ajayanta, mantra number 11. Ekecho bhajadataha gavo khajajnire tasmat jata ajavayaha. So tasmat means from that great Purusha, from the Parama Purusha, the primordial person, Ashvaha Ajayanta, the horses came. I am just telling you the superficial meaning. Ashvaha Ajayanta, the horses came. Ye kecha, ye those, kecha, that are, those that have, ubhayadataha, two things, that is upper jaw and lower jaw, like donkeys and, such animals who have both the upper row of teeth and the lower row of teeth. Then gavaha, there were cattle. Ajaha, aja means goats. And then avayaha, avi or avayaha means sheep, goats and sheep. Tasmat jataha, from that person came. This is not the real intent of the Veda mantra. The Veda mantra is deeper. They use only this metaphor. So contextually, what is going on here? He is talking about the primordial yajna. The primordial yajna where the Paramapurusha himself, the cosmos itself has become the yajna havis, and we are trying to create the entire universe. We are trying to find out how the universe is to be created. And therefore, if you look at in that context, aja means ja. Means not, ja means burn. That means najayate, aja na utpadyate, that which has not been created. So the way in which in the yajna, Agni, which is the medium through which we offer our oblations, his vehicle is the goat, is aja. So that is why you may see in our Mahanyasa Parayana we say that Agnaye Shakti Hastaya, one who is holding the Shakti, Shakti Hastaya. Then Tejodhipataye, who is the Lord of Energy, Ajavahanaya, he is actually riding the Aja or goat. So here Aja not only means in the context of not born, the only thing that is not born but ever present is the nature, is Prakriti. It is also called as Maya. So Aja here means Maya or Prakriti. So when you look at the Mula Prakriti means the original undifferentiated matter. Because for the sake of differentiation of matter, we have to create the Trigunas. Until the Sattva-Rajas Tamogunas appear, the Prakriti will have Sattva-Rajas Tamogunas in balance. Wherever there is Sattva-Guna, Rajas Tamoguna are in balance, there is no form. It is going to be Avyakta. And that is also unborn. So the Avyakta is also a derivative of this Paramapurusha. And Aja also means, so what was there in potentiality? In potentiality, energy was there. And also in potentiality, time was there. The reason why we say that we are not able to perceive time before creation is because the segmentation of time into day and night, into week, month, year, all of those things have not happened in the absence of Surya Chandra. It is only when Surya Chandra is there we are able to perceive the segmentation of time. We are able to feel the presence of time. And therefore, Aja also referred to Surya, who makes the day, that is who is the shining principle of the day, and Agni is the shining principle of the night. We see that in the Upanishads also, where the teacher asks, how do you perceive anything? Then he says, I see it from my eyes. How can you see it from your eyes? It is because these objects are illumined by the Surya. What if there is no Surya? Then I will see it through Chandra. What if Chandra is not there? By Nakshatra. What if Nakshatra is not there? Agni. What if Agni is not available? Then I will see that by means of sound. What if sound is not there? Then I am there, so it is because of I am there I can perceive. So then therefore the teacher tells him that it is your Atman which is shining everywhere, and then Yasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhati. Like that the teaching will go on. So therefore, but here once the phenomenal universe is to be created, we need Surya, we need Agni, and then these are all symbols of Aja. And then what about this Chandogya? Chandogya, yes. Then one of the 7 Maruts is also called as Aja. One of the names of Shiva is also Aja. That's why we have got the word Ajayakapat. That is also a reference to Shiva. Then what about this Ashva? Ashva has got 2 roots in Sanskrit from the Paninian grammar. The first root is called as Ashuvyapto. Ashuvyapto means that which pervades everywhere. So what did he create? What this Paramapurusha created? Ashva, Tasmat, from him Ashvaha Ajayanta. Ashvaha Ajayanta means that which pervades everywhere was created. That which pervades everywhere is, you can take it either as space or you can take it as Vayu. And another root of Ashva is Ashubhojane. That's why we use the word Ashnati. Ashnati means one who eats. So Ashubhojane, from that even Ashva has come. That means to enjoy. So enjoyment. So the nucleus of enjoyment, it should be embedded in all living beings. If that sense of enjoyment is not there, the will to live will not be there. And the will to live is pervading everywhere in all living beings. Even in a small insect doesn't want to die. So what does it mean? It also wants to enjoy its existence, and therefore it is Ashuvyapto, Ashva Ajayanta, in the sense of enjoyment and in the sense of all pervasiveness, Ashvaha Ajayanta. And then Ashva is also referred to in the Rigveda as Surya, and then he is referred to as Varuna, which is also all pervading. The sapiety, waterness is available, is everywhere, all compassed, all pervasive. So the Taittiriya Brahmana interprets Ashva also as Varuna. So, and these animals together, they represent valor. They represent virya, and they represent power. Ashva is a very powerful thing. That's why we use horsepower. So therefore Ashva also represents Virya and Tejas. The Ubhayadataha we interpreted as first as the upper jaw and the lower jaw. Upper jaw and lower jaw having teeth. That means they are able to bite. They are able to process. They are able to masticate on their food. So what is it that masticates and that completely chews on all living beings? It is time. Kala pachati. So it is time. And therefore Ubhayadataha. What are the 2 entities that actually make us understand that we are being actually crushed and consumed? It is by means of the past and the future. Because with reference to the present, an entity was there in the past, and with respect to the present, an entity will not be there tomorrow, in the future. Consider an entity which has perished today. That means it won't be there tomorrow. It was there yesterday, but it has been completely masticated. Therefore, Ubhayadataha, with reference to this mantra, is also the past and the future. Ubhayadaha. Then Avayaha, that means the sheep, it comes again from the root Avarakshane. Sanskrit root avarakshane, means whenever you use the word avati, it means to protect. It means to preserve. And therefore we have preservation. Preservation is temporary with reference to past and present. The way in which I am preserved today is not the same way in which I was preserved yesterday, because I'm one day older. Isn't it? But I am preserved today. With reference to today, to that extent I am preserved. With reference to yesterday, to that extent I was preserved. With reference to tomorrow, so much I will be preserved. So bhuta bhavishyat vartamana, tomorrow, yesterday, today. Again, it represents to Surya, because it is a Surya who determines yesterday, today and tomorrow. And therefore, avayaha, here sheep, also means Surya. Therefore, this is an enigmatic, hidden secret mantra, where on the face of it, Purusha Sukta talks about, they made goats, they made cattle. And so goats, cattle and all that are important animals with respect to a yajna, but at the same time, because they use ajya, which we call it as ghee, is actually ghee made out of goat's milk. But we actually, for the sake of convenience, we just bring cow's milk or whatever ghee is available. We don't know what they make of, how they make it, but then we bring it. And then even if you bring butter, who knows what that butter contains that you bring from the store. But actually what we have to offer in yajna is ghee made out of goat's milk. So therefore, you take those animals, they are useful for yajna. And then, but you take those concepts, they are also useful yajna, because all yajna takes place in the framework of time. And representing time, existence and creation, since Purusha Sukta also talks about creation. And so all these mantras have to be interpreted contextually in terms of yajna. So we'll continue with mantra number 12. Mantra number 12 is a little easy, because that mantra is in the form of a question. It asks for question. Okay, now you say all these things, but you say it is a Purusha and you say it's a cosmic person. So if he is a cosmic person, then in how many ways was this person dismembered and offered in yajna? Yat purusham vyadaduhu katidha vyakalpayan. Yat purusham vyadaduhu, when that Purusha was considered as a yajna pashu, katidha vyakalpayan. Katidha, in how many ways vyakalpayan did they consider this yajna pashu? In how many ways did they use this yajna pashu? Katidha yat purusham vyaduduhu katidha akalpayan. Asya purushasya mukham kim asit. You say this is a Purusha, he has got a face, he has got hands, he has got torso, he has got feet. So what did you do with this face, with his face? Asya purushasya mukham kim asit. What happened to his face? What became of his face? Bahu ka uchyete. His hands. How can I identify, how can I recognize in the creation? Oh, this is the Purusha's face. Oh, this is the Paramapurusha's hand. How can I find out? And then how can I identify the arms? Uru cow. You'll see they use the dual number. Uru cow. What are his thighs? Padav cow. Which are his feet? So this question, in the next mantra, we will get the response. Actually, in the next 3 mantras, we will get the answer to these questions. We'll see that in the next class.